Hi, Nancy Burt-Preece, your independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Here's all my contact information. If you're not on any of my social media, please join. I'm trying to grow both my Facebook business page and my YouTube channel. And if you need a catalog, please reach out to me because May 6th, the new online exclusives as well as the new catalog goes live. So I know you're going to want to get one. Today, I am casing from Laura Seki, S-E-K-I. I might be pronouncing that wrong. I saw this on our demonstrator planning place, and I said, I have to make this card. It's gorgeous. I will have other sayings for my May classes if they want to put something different on there, but it's just quiet. I love it. And so this is pretty much, I use different gems, different saying, and a different ribbon, but most of the design is Laura's card. What am I using? I'm using Unbounded Love, one of my favorite sets from last year, and I just have that on the inside. I am using the new Damask embossing folder. I am using the Beautiful Motifs dies, and this is a partial die cut I'll tell you about in a minute. And I am using a die from the Stylish Shapes dies. So it's getting kind of dark here and rainy, so I'm going to get right to it, and hopefully we won't get cut off. What I did is I took a regular card base, which is Pretty Peacock, and it is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I just cut off 1 inch, which I'm going to save for later. But I just cut off 1 inch there so that I could show this beautiful thing. Then I embossed a 1 inch by 5 1/4 piece of white with the Damask, I think it's called, embossing folder. The other thing I did is this die right here does it you put it through the machine just like regular, and it cuts it out like this. It's a partial die cut, which I think is so spectacular. Some of these keep going back in, and they might if you mail it, but that's just beautiful. This is a piece of 3 by 5 1/4 Lost Lagoon. So I'll put that on in a minute. Let me show you how easy this is. I'm going to take a blending brush and some Lost Lagoon ink. And I'm going to start off, and I'm just going to come through. And you notice because it's raised up, the damask parts will come out a little bit brighter. And that one I forgot to start off, but I'll make them all brighter because it's pretty. Isn't that pretty? It's so striking. And that's all I did with that. Easy peasy. Then I would encourage my customers to stamp the sentiment next, just in case you make a little boo-boo. And I would stamp it towards the left top. This is also from Unbounded Love. I think that is just a really pretty sentiment. Now I'm going to move that over and adhere this with some glue. And I am just going to put it all the way to the right. And if you use the green glue, you have some wiggle room to move it so it is just accurate. Isn't that easy? And some people don't like that that's a little bit farther. It's not centered. So you could lay this on there first. Just lay this piece and center your saying. I'm okay with it being there. Some people are not. So however you feel comfortable doing it. And I'll probably put in the directions, lay it on there, stamp it, and then adhere. So now I've got this adhered. And look what shows through. I'm going to add some glue, but I'm going to do it around. I'm not going to put it on the partial die cuts. I will make a ribbon later, but I'm going to go ahead and stamp this in the Pretty Peacock. I thought I was doing it in Pretty Peacock, but I thought I better check. I need some sympathy cards myself, so I thought that would be a good sympathy card. It's quiet. You can write anything you want on the inside. I will do this one. I'm going to put just to like the halfway point. You don't want it to shut your card because I've done that before. I'm going to kind of put it like there. And I'm going to get my ribbon. Where did I put it? I didn't bring it out. So you can, I'm just going to make 2 bunny ears and tie it around that way. There are fork ways to do it, lots of different ways. I'm just going to do it like this. And I call it futzing with it. You know how that goes. And I will trim it. You don't want it super long because there's not a ton of room. Okay, move that to the side. Now, how do you put some ribbon on? Here's how I do it. And lots of people do it different ways. But I'm going to just take my ribbon piece and I'm going to put the dot right on the back and then adhere it. That way you're not touching the dot a lot. And then look at that, came undone. It's just simple, just adds a little bit. Not as good a bow as last time, but you know, you can't always have it. Then I'm going to take some of these metal. These are still in the catalog for May. I had something smaller and it just didn't look right to me. So I'm going to just add a couple of these. And I'm running out of the silver, but I'll have more. I'll put another one like here. Just some pretty simple. It's relatively simple card because the die cut makes it. Now, I've tried all different kinds of things to put here, and it really needed this. Could I come through and cut that straight? I could. In fact, you know how I am. Let's just do it. Let's see if we like it. If we don't, we won't do it again. I don't know. Which one do you like better? Straight edge or not straight edge? I guess they're both okay. So that's just a personal preference. But I thought it would be good. I just needed something. And I tried to make it thinner, but a lot of the sayings I wanted didn't go. Could you take this and put it up here and leave this die cut? Absolutely. In fact, I might as well do that now, you know, since we just keep monkeying with the card. Let's take that off. Let's see if we like that. Ooh, maybe I do. And since there's a little doodly dad thing there, let's see if I can. I might leave it like that for now. So which one do you like better? I'm thinking this is kind of how she had hers. I think I like this one better. But the beautiful thing is, if you make your own, you can make it anything you want. And if you come to my class, you can do the same. So I hope you enjoy this design. Easy, but very striking. Have a great day.